Sasha. Good evening, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, comments, donations. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out this energy and let's see what the message that Spirit has for us this evening. Hi, behaving. There's a lot that's coming up. There's a lot that's coming up and it's coming out. And it's almost like some stuff that comes up and it comes out, and somebody else is like, no, mm-mm, stop it. It's like it's a certain type of energy, or it's like it's an energy that somebody doesn't appreciate. Hey, Red Violet, how are you? Hey, K Savage. Bottom of the deck. Let's start with this one. Five of Cups. Somebody is in regret. They completed this cycle, or this cycle is over. And now they're in regret for how they acted, because they acted like they were smug, like they just had it all. Like they didn't need you, like you was beneath them and left you out in the cold, did all this crazy in and out shit, talk bad about you. This, gosh, this could have been somebody's child. But somebody's in regret. What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, because somebody's definitely being seen. Somebody's standing out. Something about this person is standing out. And I kind of feel like this King of Pentacles recognizes it. Recognizes that it's some sort of energy. It's like an aggressive type of energy. But it's like directed towards this Empress. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, it's this, somebody is being seen as trying to use some sort of energy or something. Somebody recognizes it. They've seen it before, but they know that this person, but you're blocking it. You're blocking it so that you don't feel this heartache. And somebody, that's what they really want to do. They really want to cause you a lot of pain, like that heart pain, that emotional pain. Someone wants you to be depressed. They want you to be depressed. They want you to wake up every day feeling like, how are you going to get through the day? What's going to happen next? This, that, and the other, They want you to feel like you're the one that's feeling it. This came sideways. It's like now they're recognizing that, what was being offered to them was this cup of love, but for whatever reason, they were rejecting it. It's like they rejected the love, but they wanted to do they wanted to work on something else. Like they couldn't see something. They couldn't see ultimately what they were doing or what they were working on and how it was going to work out. Because had they seen, hey, Earth sign, how it was going to work out, they would never have done this. Hold on, let me get my little dog some food. She looks like she's hungry. Hold on, Sasha, food. Hold on, baby. Here you go. You want some? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yes, God is kicking their ass. Good. Because somebody, instead of them accepting this love, they didn't want the love. They wanted to give you hate instead. They wanted to bring all this drama to you. But somebody's recognizing who's doing what. Who's doing what. But they like you. They like you, and they respect you. And not only do they respect you a lot because they know that you will sit here and tell the truth. I feel like this is I kind of feel like this is two different people. It's like one person. This could be. I kind of feel like this is like two people that they don't necessarily have to have a romantic relationship together, but they have some sort of relationship. They could be mother-daughter. It could be sisters, you know. But whatever it is, somebody is now in regret. They're in deep regret. Oh yeah, she was hungry. Hey Amanda C, how are you? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. And somebody was told it's time for them to stop that. They have to put an end to it. They have to put an end to it now because they said, if not, this money that they think they're going to get, they're not going to get. And that's sad that the only reason that somebody is willing to put an end to it is because they was told, if you don't stop this old devilish behavior, I'm not going to give you this money. Hey, Subu. Yes. Somebody had to tell somebody else, it's enough. You're doing too much. Like somebody was in, it's like lying, but in this energy of trying to be cloaked. It was just too much. Somebody said that the cycle is over. You've changed. So why someone wants to continue to perpetuate the cycle, that's what is not understood. Someone is just continuing to perpetuate a cycle. But somebody finally said, no, enough of that. It's time. Somebody was told it is time for them to grow up. Like literally time for them to grow up. What's the message? Yeah, because it's like it's clear and apparent who's doing what. And it's clear and apparent that it's not an oops. This is too many things have been happening for it to be an oops. Yes, somebody's been working on this stuff day and night. They've been acting a fool. Trying to cause havoc. So finally somebody said, oh, no, we're not doing that no more. We're not doing that no more. Because see, somebody, so what it was is the person who said, if you don't stop doing this is the one who's like the money man, the benefactor, And it's like, listen, and so I feel like this person has said, they will start cutting it off. They will start prohibiting, the funds. Because somebody had something to say. Somebody had something to say about somebody else's behavior. Probably because somebody ghosted somebody too. Somebody saying something like they sitting there doing all this talking about you, but they ain't saying shit to you because they ghosted you. Yes. Oh, there's another card. Oh, there's some other cards that flipped over. All of these. Yeah. Yes. And now somebody is in deep regret because of all the chaos. Because they have to approach you. They have to send some sort of communication. They got to travel to go see you or something They have to give you an apology. They have to try and balance things out. But see, they don't understand or realize that a judgment call has already been made. A judgment call has already been made. What's the message? Hey, Shaylin, how are you? What's the message, Spirit? Ooh. Yeah, because somebody knows that you know, your cutoff game is strong. They know your cutoff game is King Kong, Donkey Kong strong. And they're looking at you right now because they know they have to travel to you, and they trying so hard to try and think, what could you be thinking? What could you be feeling? What this, what that, what this, what that. And they can't ask anybody about you or nothing because you stand alone. It's not like you talking to anybody, you know? And they see that you are happy. They see you're happy, you're content, and you ain't studying them. That's the part. You ain't studying them, but they were studying you. What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. And now that it's like they have to come and they have to bring this this apology. They have to bring you something. They have to travel to see you. But like I said, this person, they're the ones that actually have the broken heart, but they hate having to do it because they think, I mean, they know that they tried to break your heart. And they know that you and this person have spoken. And that person is the one who's bringing the justice, is saying, no. If you want this, you got to do this. And someone has spoken, has said it. Now this person, whoever has to stop the foolishness, now they realize what they did to themselves because they stopped. They didn't stop to realize or look up. You know, they thought they was ending you. They ended themselves, and they're confused. You know, they're sitting there thinking like, damn, well, how'd that work out? They know that you're going to be, you know, defensive for a long time, and because you've had to be. They've had you at a distance, and you've had to protect yourself, stand on your own for a long time. You know, this person sitting here gossiping about you, doing everything with everybody else, not thinking that gossip was getting ready to come back in. Now somebody trying to juggle the words that they were saying and juggle what they meant when they said it, you know, trying to say, oh, no. Oh, well, blah, 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 blah. But this person is like, everybody's saying, no. You know what? This is a good person. This is a good woman, you know, especially if they're saying like, you know, you this person gave you everything or you know. And then like they can't understand how you feel the way you feel about this person. They can't understand that. They can't put one and one together, two and two together. It's not, the math ain't mathing. So finally someone understood what the problem was. This one. And they said, you know what? It's time for you to go it alone. It's like they said, it's time for you to you're going to have to grow the fuck up. You're going to have to grow the fuck up. All these little thinking you doing all these aggressive actions and shit like that. Someone says stop that because you are only hurting yourself. You ain't hurting nobody else. People don't realize that. Do what you want to do, act how you want to act, speak how you want to speak, do all that. But guess what? You're not hurting me. You're making me shocked, like, ooh, that's how you acting. But you're not hurting me. Even if you slap me, you might make my skin sting, but ultimately you hurt yourself. Hey, Brad, how are you? Hey, Pimp Name 24K and Curtis Coleman, how are you? Yeah, see, somebody didn't really think all that chit-chatting they was doing was coming back in. It's coming back in. And guess what? Somebody got to sit here and talk about everything that they said to you, about you. Confirmation. Everything they said about you, they got to tell you, to you. How embarrassing is that? But isn't that going to teach somebody a lesson? That's integrity right there. But if you can't say it to somebody's face, don't open up your mouth to say it behind their back. And if you can't open up to say, yeah, I'm the one that said it. I said it, now what? And don't do it. But don't sit here and throw a rock and then try and hide your hand, because then when the truth come out, you and everybody else hurt because the truth came out, especially when the truth come out about how somebody treated you and your old stanky ass. How somebody loved you, cared for you, this, that, and the other. That's when you really feel bad. That's when you really feel like a pile of doo-doo caca. Seriously. Because then people looking at you like, you crazy. Like, wait a minute. They gave you everything that they could give, and it wasn't enough. Everybody else likes this person, loves this person. Everybody, they love the lovers because the lovers are lovers. Somebody's confused, like, and the person that's confused is like, damn, how did I even mess this up? How did I mess this up? Like, see, they didn't realize. See, and this is the same person. Same person talking about something they can't be manipulated. They don't believe in no black magic or this or that or the other. And somebody that, they're talking about something they don't believe in this. Okay. But see, somebody can't explain why they acted the way they acted because it was manipulated. Hey, J. Mike, how are you? And J. Mike, I was looking at the comments last night. I think you okay. Yeah, I think you okay. What you say, Pimp Name 24K? I think about it a lot and apologize, but I don't remember everything I said, so I'm sure I'll get myself in more trouble. Well, it is what it is. Yeah. Somebody is like, yeah. Now somebody understands. Now somebody has an epiphany about what they did. Now somebody finally gets it. This is the light bulb that went off, and they see that they hurt themselves. When they cut you out, when they went against you, they hurt themselves. They didn't hurt you. You okay. You still fine. Them, Not so much so. All that heartache, all that 5 of Cups they wanted you to feel, them turning down your love, them like, I don't want your love, take that old nasty love back. Because you told them the truth. You wasn't sugarcoating shit. For what? You here to help somebody. You here to heal somebody. You doing your thing. Trying to make sure that they okay, that both of y'all okay. You know what your mission is. You know what your purpose is. Somebody don't want to take heed to what you're saying. They want to hold back and keep secrets and don't tell you nothing and da 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 da. Like they can't trust you. Like they don't know who the fuck you are. Now spirit is like, you know what? Now you know who the fuck. Who this person is. This is somebody that you should have stood 10 toes down with. This is a higher level of commitment. This is somebody that was here to help you. You here to help them. Y'all was here to help each other. Here to help both of y'all move forward in life. That's who that is. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? So, yeah, I'm like, yeah, see, they thought they was going to win at all costs. They thought they was going to win at all costs because they was still immature, the young mind. But boom, somebody said, oh, no, player, no, They said, that's over. That's over. That's over. It's time to grow up. They said, listen, Linda, it's this person that's causing you all this stress. That's who you need to leave. That's who you need to dump. That one, not the other one. I'm well, Kimberly. Sound like your twin. What's the message? Where's the message? Thank you, Pimp Then 24C. Yeah, something is out in the open. Things are clear. Everything is very clear. There's no more shadows. People's looking like, wait a minute. It wasn't you, it was them. It was them. Because, this could be you, somebody's, because it's like somebody saw you as some type of wish fulfillment or where you're successful, you are abundant, you're financially independent, you're a good mother, you this, that, and the other, you're calm, you're nurturing, so yeah. I told you start turning up that blanket, little girl. What's the message? And they know that you had, you're blocked off. You're blocked off. And everybody knows why you are blocked off. And everybody knows why you're blocked off. Because somebody was doing all this confusing shit. But like I said, somebody said, no, it's time for you to leave that. Somebody has to, it's over. Somebody said, hey, you have to make a decision because there's not going to be no confusion here. It's like, like you have to, somebody like they want to act like they're confused. Somebody has to make a decision about like a family or a group or something. And now this person is trying to decide or they're sitting here thinking about, okay, well, what was it that they actually built with the other person, and truly, it was nothing but burdens. So if that's all you built, yeah, it should be pretty easy to let that shit go. What's the message? Anything else from the stack? Mm-hmm. Anything else? Thank you. Yes, whatever it is justice. It is justice. Somebody said, enough of that. This may have to do with the family, you know. Somebody, whether they, and see, right now they feel like they are trapped because they was working with somebody. They was working with these people or whatever, whether it was the wrong club, the wrong group or whatever. But now they have to make a decision to end that chapter, to start something new. The one that they didn't see, now they have to try and look for that one. It's like I feel like somebody has to get themselves together, their finances together, their emotions together. And have to get themselves together. Pull from this deck. 3 of Pentacles. What's the crowd doing? Crowd's looking. They see like what somebody's planning. And what it is they plan to go towards this, go back to this or go towards this. Something about, because everybody see that the ships is coming in. All that lie that everybody was talking about. And I'm telling you, they had their chest out too. It's all that shit. How they was just being a big fool. All that shit is coming in, and they was talking because they knew they was getting ready to get this money. I'm about to have all this money, but you ain't gonna recognize me, player. Step back. When I step up in the room, you better go ahead and dust my shoulders off. I know I'm about to get this money. And then all of a sudden they was like, boom, wait, what? I'm not going to get shit? Wait, run that by me again? Something about, I was holding back from a family member, holding back from this, holding back from that, and it caused somebody to walk away because of me and my immature actions, and this is somebody that I need to be having a family with, so I got to send some type of communication that I'm going to be traveling to see them on the strength of somebody said I got to grow the fuck up. Damn, somebody's being made to grow up. It's like they didn't want to. Yeah, because if you sitting here rejecting love and deciding to do hate instead, yeah, it's time for you to end that and grow up. Something is seriously wrong. That is seriously wrong. That is like psychologically wrong. You know what I mean? Like, who does that except for bottom dwellers? Yes. Spirit stepped into the building and said, yes, this is time. This is divine time. I'm making a declaration. This motherfucker gonna get his little ass, his or her little ass together, or I'm gonna come down and kick it. Because I'm tired of this. This shit is the truth. Somebody acting like they don't know what time it is, walking around town breaking hearts like they got an extra heart. Shit. And knowing they need to be given equally or this and that and the other, giving and receiving, but somebody acting like they ain't got to give shit, they ain't got to do shit, they don't have to reciprocate. Somebody said, watch this, you about to travel. You about to travel and you got to go talk. She's saying, come on in. I got my hand outstretched. But notice, motherfucker, I got the sword too. So, tiptoe or switch your little ass on over here, whichever you got to do. Tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But if you lie, I'm going to be able to tell you lying. And I'm going to take this sword. And it's going to be off of your hand. Mm-hmm. I need to give me a sword. Now that I'm thinking about it. Mm-hmm. In case somebody want to come over and talk to me, I'll be like, come on over here. Mm-hmm. What's the message? Yeah, see, somebody was holding back. That's why somebody got walked away from. They was acting very, very, very immature. You know? So it's like, mm-hmm. And the fact that you are keeping this person at bay, that's what they deserve. Hey, fresh one. What you say? You was born with yours. What's the message? Mm-hmm. See, somebody thought they was doing too much. They thought they was scoring points. They ain't score points. All they did was make enemies. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. There's a big difference. They thought they was scoring points. All you did was make enemies. And now shit ain't adding up. They can't get shit to work right. You know, things just ain't panning out the way they thought. And it's justice. And now all of a sudden has this somebody think, oh wait, I think I know what it is. It's this person. It's this person. Look at these same two cards right next to each other. And this person is sitting here thinking about what they was trying to do to you. For what reason? They don't know. Because they felt like they could. And they sitting here thinking about how you defended yourself against all these people they sent to attack you, or all these people that were attacking you. Not that thinking that you didn't know that this was all because of money. You must about to be a billionaire or something, because people was acting a fucking fool. They don't do this for no $200-300. They ain't even gonna do this for $1,500. You know? Nah, 10,000 or more. Oh, they'll do this all day long, all night long, and that ain't even no big money. That ain't even nothing. But for somebody who's greedy, they'll take it. Somebody got to come talk to you. They got to come talk to you, and they got to put certain things, certain ideas, certain principles. Certain ideas, certain thoughts, certain feelings that they had about you that was untrue. They got to put that shit to the side. They have to put that shit to the side. They have to stop trying to hold you hostage for some shit that has been over with long time ago. This person, they have to go and they have to really seek some sort of counseling. They got to seek some sort of counseling so they can get rid of this little devilish energy that they got creeping inside of them that's making them want to act a fucking fool. But see, somebody thought that they was going to be able to say, yeah, okay, I'll do it, and really not do it, but they didn't know that somebody was looking at them. While they were sitting here lying, they didn't know somebody was looking at them. Dead in their mouth. They was lying like, yeah, I was at the doctor's, looking at them at the Quick Trip. Oh, you was at the doctor's office, huh? Oh, okay. So the doctor sold you some Doritos, some candy bars, and a big goat. Is that what you saying? See, this person, they upset because people are celebrating you. They celebrating you. They're giving you your props. They're like, they're happy to be around you. They like being around you. And now this person, they are upset because they tried to hold back from you, and they're the ones that have the broken heart. They gave to somebody else instead of you. Yeah. They thought that they was getting ready to overtake you, overpower you, oversmart you, and everything. Please, you've already dealt with a whole lot of stress. You've already dealt with a whole bunch of stress. Shit, that little shit that they brought. Come on, that was like adding a splinter onto a piece of piece of wood. Come on now. They tried to really take you out because they tried to do the most to you. They tried to hurt you. They tried to take you out because they felt like you was alone, like nobody would miss him. Nobody would miss him. That's what they do. They want to seclude you, and once they take you out, then they want to try and erase everything about you. That's why they talked all that bad shit about you. That's why somebody snaked you, because they wanted to take the place of you. But see, they didn't realize that while you was by yourself, you was going to realize your own worth and rise. You had no choice but to rise to your position. See, they miscalculated you. They thought, if you don't have nothing, you don't have no money, you don't got no place really, nothing in the background, nothing really to you, then, they can just, everybody can just say, we can take whatever we want, and nobody will know. Nobody will care. Nothing like that. But once again, they didn't realize it. Somebody was watching. Somebody was watching. I feel like one of your ancestors is watching. Like maybe your grandfather. I think a grandfather was watching. What's the message? Yep, and sent in some help right away. I'm telling you, somebody was watching and was like, watch this, and sent something in right away and said, you know what, we about to put an end to all this bullshit. I mean, like, right the fuck now. See, you it's like you're the one who's getting your due justice, your inheritance. You're the one that's getting your inheritance. They left you alone. They secluded you. They thought that they was hurting you for a long time, but all you was doing was getting closer to your ancestors, all those different stars in the sky. Those are your great aunts, your great uncles, your grandparents, your great grandparents, your great great grandparents, all of them. You was just getting closer to them because they was never going to leave you. They saw what these people were doing. They saw what they were doing. They saw you. They saw everything. Every time you had something good that you thought was coming in, and somebody tried to turn some shit around, and you just couldn't understand why it was turned around, and then it just didn't work out this way. It just didn't work out that way. Not knowing that somebody was there trying to place his little hexes, his little, whatever, speaking all this negative shit over you, over your money. That's why you didn't have anything for a long time. You had to get out of the energy of being around these people for your stuff to come up, your skrilla to come up, your finances, your funds, your money, your possessions, whatever, your net worth, your confidence, everything. Yes, because it's like they tried everything. You know, they tried to break your heart. They tried to break up your relationships. You know, they tried to hold you from being able to move forward. They tried to make it so that the wheel of fortune never turned in your favor. But your spirit guides came through and they said, no, not this time. This time, you cannot stop this from happening. There's some communication that's coming about you that shows that you are the victor. It's good communication. They don't like it. It could be over the internet. It could be over something, but you've reached a major milestone and somebody's pissed off at it. Pissed off at it. And it could be they're pissed off, but they could be also pissed off because somebody else is looking at you like you are the sun. Mm-hmm. And then, yes, this couple could be, these could be some parents or something like that. They sitting here looking like, how the fuck do we miss this shit? How the hell, confirmation, how the hell did we miss this? Yeah, because Archangel Michael was here to close that chapter, to kick ass, take name, and close that chapter. What else, Spirit? I'm telling you, they was trying to do you too much. But I feel like somebody's ancestor stepped in. Because they wanted to erase you. They wanted to do you in. They wanted to take everything away from you. And then they wanted to erase you. But they knew they couldn't get to you because you're protected. That's what they do. They send you out. Somebody's now feeling singled out herself. Because somebody's in a position where they need. Their money's funny. And it's not adding up. And they don't know where they're going to get anything else. And they know they can't come to you. They can call. Yeah, you can call. You might not answer. You may not return the call, but you can call. And somebody else, is worried about what other people are going to say. Those two are worried about. One's worried about money. The other's worried about what other people are going to say. Because all of this shit is coming out. Somebody's ancestor, somebody's grandfather said, enough of this bullshit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about all the spells that y'all put on this, whether this couple or this relationship or whatever, or on, whether it was a Gemini because it's the Lover's card. It could have been anything. They're like, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's bring it out. And Spirit is moving this whole thing forward. this whole subject forward. Somebody cannot duck and hide if they want to, because I'm telling you, Spirit has said, no, I'm making a judgment call. I'm going to let everybody know who you gave to and who you left out. Everybody's going to know this. Everybody's going to know this. This chapter is closed. This information, these little ones, they're going right back to the sender. Right back to the sender. Return to sender. Oh, that wasn't there. What's the message? Right. FAFO. Right. What the hell? Right. And goddess, you will know goddess for sure. Hold on. And they confused. Somebody's confused how you was able to move forward. And they wasn't able to move forward. And they talked all that shit about you. Damn. They sent out all these attacks, all these spiritual attacks. And they was confused how you was able to move forward, but now they got a clue because you an earth angel. See, somebody wasn't banking on that. That's why Spirit moved you away from them trying to send all these attacks to you. Spirit said no, because Spirit knew you was by yourself, and Spirit said no, y'all ain't doing it like that. Y'all ain't doing them like that. So that's why all that shit was blocked. All of it was blocked. That no stone unturned. All that shit they sent to you. We saw 10 of wands and 8 of wands. We saw them 10 swords. All that shit was returned right on back. Right? Everything was blocked. And when it's blocked, it's not just going to sit there and just go up in the air and down the ground. It's got to go somewhere. If they're lucky, it's going to go back to the sender, and it's not going to hit somebody else that they love. They don't think about that shit, do they? They don't think about the consequence of it. Yeah. But they can't get to you. They can't get to you. Spirit has already removed you. You've been gone. This shit been over for you. These 2 9s. This shit been complete for you. What the fuck are they? See, that's why they asked. They're still immature. They're still immature. They ain't grown up for a while. They still thinking that they are going to be like seen as the big dog. They feel like they're going to cut you out because they want to be the big man on campus. They want to be the one to say, see, I got all this money and da-da-da-da-da-da, and I got all this, and be all smug and everything. But not talk about the real deal of what they had to do to get it, what they had to do to you to get it, how they was going to try and really do you dirty, real dirty, like real dirty, like no longer breathing dirty to get this money. But then something happened. Something happened to make this person have to stop. Can't go through with the plan, have to wait. This person had to wait. They couldn't do it. And now you're able to protect yourself because now it was some information that came out about this something in the past that you made this final judgment call. Now they in regret. Because now they sitting here and they thinking about what they had. And what they lost. And what they had was a lot more than what they lost. I mean, no. Yeah. Because what they had is what they lost. And what they thought they lost, they never had. They thought they was going to get this money, but they was never going to get the money because they was going to be snaked the fuck out. That's like being hired to do a job, a pew pew job, and then you be like, yeah, okay, no problem. Just give me $25 so give me some of you pew pews, to go into the pew pew machine. And you go and you do it, and then you like, okay, give me the other 10 grand. They be like, 10 grand for what? I just did this. I decided I didn't want you to do that, so I'm not gonna pay you. You know what I'm saying? You already did it. It's too late. Yes, see, somebody thinking about, shit that they was working on and shit that they was saying and everything and how they was acting and everything, and how they was acting like a fool. The shit that they was even talking about was sounding all fishy. It was sounding all, like, are you really listening to yourself, talk? Some of the things that they would say, like that pie in the sky, empty promises and shit. Now this person's thinking about, what they got in their hand, that little pinnacle, and what you was offering, that big ass cup of love. Yeah, somebody it's a wrap. It is a wrap. Somebody's sitting here stressing because they have to complete some cycle, and it's like they're being forced they're being forced to have to look at somebody differently. Like you can't, like somebody's saying, and it's not so much of somebody's being, it's like they're being held accountable. They're being held accountable. They're being held to answer why they say, okay, well, like, why you call, your grandma a hoe? Give me some examples of what make her out. Well, because Uncle JoJo said, no, not what, I'm not talking about what Uncle JoJo said. What have you seen to make you call your grandmama a hoe? Well, Auntie Ray, no. Forget about Uncle and Auntie and everybody else. Tell me what you've seen, what you have witnessed. Well, I ain't really seen this. So if you ain't witnessed shit, how can you say any shit? Because you ain't seen nothing, motherfucker. Somebody's being held accountable for their ignorant ass actions, for their immaturity, for them being a follower, following the crowd. Oh well. I like it. I love it. I've never been a follower. Not in materials. And something about their loyalty. Oh, can't make this up. Something about their loyalty was in question, baby. Yes, they had none. That's what the question was. Don't this motherfucker have any loyalty? No. What else there? Anything? I saw the Hierophant. Mm, yeah. Somebody was, that they're looking at you, and it's like they wanna say something. They wanna do something, but they're kind of holding back. Like I'm feeling like timid, timid, holding back like somebody is timid. Yeah, holding back. Somebody is timid. See, this is what they need to complete this cycle of allowing the devil to control them. Because see, somebody can't see that that's what it is. They doing this shit, this page of inspiration shit, this erratic shit because they're immature and they're timid. This person is I feel like this person is afraid to be on their own, afraid to be alone. They definitely need to go within and find out who they are. I feel like this person is afraid to be alone. Let me get ready to stop. My baby's out cold. She's sleeping. Yeah, expect some sort of apology or something because, like I said, somebody's been awakened to their actions. Their actions. And not just awakened to their actions, but how much havoc it's caused. How much sadness and how many relationships have been ruined because of their fucking actions. They didn't choose, they chose not to look at shit the way that they should have looked at. They chose not to look at that. Instead, somebody was trying to work on something that they felt like they was going to create this, they was going to do this, they was going to do that, not knowing that they wasn't going to get shit because you had already been separated. Spirit separated you because you was an earth angel anyway. Shit, what the fuck was they doing? This person really thought they was getting ready to get their wish fulfillment. And the more they dug, the deeper the hole got for them. Yeah, I'm telling you. Somebody said, they have to go within. They got to do some work. They got to change this whole thing around. If not, they're not going to get this money. They said they will put an end to that shit. You ain't going to get this money. So damn, somebody got to come and apologize and act nice just so they can try and get some money. And what happens if you say, I don't want to talk. I don't want the apology. Just keep it. I'm good. They don't get the money. And then they get played. It's going to get played anyway. So they're just going to be broke and played. Like Judas. Yeah. Something about this family. They was trying to take your ass out. I'm telling you. They didn't want you to have no relationships, nothing. But they didn't realize who you was, and you was able to stand on your own to protect yourself from bullshit. What's the message? Anything else? Yeah. Just you protecting yourself, you doing you. I'm telling you, Spirit is moving you even further away from these people. Spirit is like moving you even further away. You are ascending higher and higher and higher. Yeah, you may even be moving. Traveling, relocating to another land where they really can't get to you because then they won't know where you're at. And this will cause a commotion. This will cause everybody will be looking everywhere for you like they can't find you. You see all these different people looking everywhere. like that, looking everywhere for you, but they can't find you. And then you're the one who comes out on top with everything that you want. And then this other person, they finally go and search for a deeper meaning of their life and finally become awakened. Mm. Yes. Yep. So, this family, they are bickering. They're cutting each other out. They pointing the finger. They are trying to do the most. They don't know what's going on. But I'm telling you, this is no family anymore. This is just a group of people that's fighting amongst each other. That's it. Just a group fighting amongst each other. That's why somebody was told, now, got to cut that shit out. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to end it right here. My dog is on this floor asleep. And it's almost 10 o'clock my time. Good night. I worked late today, but I'll be working earlier tomorrow. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I will. All right. Thank you so very much, y'all. Have a wonderful evening. And I will be praying for everybody. Thank you.